If you're watching this video, you are a business entrepreneur, and in this video I will tell you exactly how you can get in the best shape of your life fast from home without sacrificing any time in the gym. But first, let me tell you about my story. About 2 years ago, I went on a trip and it changed my life forever. I remember arriving at the hotel, and it was the first time that I truly experienced freedom. It was the first time that I could wake up whenever I wanted. I could work whenever I wanted, go to the gym, go to the ocean. I had no one on top of me, no one telling me what to do, no boss, no teacher, none of that. And I completely fell in love with that experience. But you see, there was a problem. I was also out of shape. I was used to getting no attention for a moment. I was used to getting no respect from men, and I was sick of that. I wanted to get in shape. I remember there was one day where I went in my washroom, I looked myself in the mirror, and I just started crying. I started to beat myself because I was just so sick of this body, so sick of this life. That was the moment that it clicked for me. I needed to change. I needed to get in shape because I just couldn't live my whole life like this. And so the next day I woke up, I took the car and I went in the gym. As soon as I entered the doors of the gym, I told myself that I would never ever go back to the gym. And the reason why was because it was just packed with people. It was full of people, and I just hated that experience. I would have to wait for every single machine, for the bench, the leg press, the pull up, everything was used. And so I completely cut off the gym and I bought every single thing I needed in order to work out at home. And truly, it was the best experience by far for me because it made me get in the best shape of my life. My life went from 10 to 100. And you see, it was perfect because my two goals were met. I was able to focus on business whilst getting in the best shape of my life. This is why you as an entrepreneur must work out at home. You don't have the time to take the car, park the car, get in the gym, wait for the machine, any of that. You must work out at home if you want to focus on a business and get in shape. It is truly the only option for you. Just real quick, if you want more of my personal help, go click the link in the description right now, watch the video, and book a call with me. Working out at home will change your life forever. I'm being completely serious about this because when I first started to work out at home, I was way less stressed, way less anxious, and the reason why was because I was first of all lifting heavy weights, but also because I had one focus. I would wake up and I would only think about how can I make my business grow? How can I make my business grow and how can I become richer? That was my only focus. I wasn't thinking about what time to go to the gym so that the bench would be free, what time to go so that there would be less people, none of that. I would have quick workout that enabled me to get in the best shape of my life, and I was able to focus on my business entirely. Now let's talk about what is needed in order to work out at home. The first thing that you need is a bench. When I first started to work out, I had no bench and my workouts were just shit. I would do a bunch of weird exercise on the floor, then I bought a bench and I was just packing on muscle. So that's the first thing that you need. You need a bench. You can find it at Walmart, Target, or any big store like this. You will find the bench that you need. The second thing that you need are dumbbells. When I first started to work out, I didn't have dumbbells and I would do a bunch of body weight exercise. But the thing was that I wasn't packing on any muscle. I was doing push up, squats, leg raise every single day, but I just didn't see results on my body. Then I bought dumbbells and I was just packing on muscle because I was able to push myself way harder than before. That is why you must buy dumbbells. When I was younger, I couldn't even do one pull up. Think about it, one pull up. Then I bought this piece of equipment. It's called a door frame pull up bar, and now I can do 20, 25. This is one of my favorite pieces of equipment because it allows me to do the pull up and the chin up. And these are two great exercises in order to get in the best shape of your life. I also used to train with no mirror. I would do a bunch of exercise with bad form and I had no idea because I had no way to review my movement. Then I bought a mirror and my workouts were just 10 times better because I was able to see if I had good form, if I was working out correctly with good movement. This is the fourth thing that you need, And that is all you need in order to work out at home. My workout used to be so long. I used to do 4 sets, and my workout used to last 2 hours, 2 hours and a half. And I was sick of that. I wanted to have quick, fast, effective workout so that I could focus on my business. So I started to go to 2 sets of failure, and my workout was just way better. It was more effective, and I could have more time to focus on my business. What I did is for a week straight, I would start with 1 set, 1 series to see what I was truly capable of. And it was perfect because I was able to see my real failure. Then I went to 2 sets, and it was perfect for me. So that's what you need to do. If you're a business entrepreneur, go to 2 sets. Don't do 4 sets because your workout will just be far, far too long. That is not what we want. Imagine this. I was this skinny guy getting no attention from women at all. I was getting disrespected by guys, and I had no respect for myself. So I started to make research on YouTube, how to change, how to get in shape, and I found out about the V shape. So I started to focus on the back, the upper pec, the side delts, the neck, and the lower abs. I focused on that shape because I knew that it would make me more attractive to women. I knew that it would attract the female gaze, and also because it was a masculine shape that men would respect. And I'm telling you, now that I am in that shape, it is changing my life forever. So now let's talk about some exercise that I do every single day. For the back, what I do are pull-up. Since I first started to work out, I did the pull-up every single day because I used to work with a colleague of mine. She was very beautiful. She was hot, and I had a crush on her. One day she told me that she liked big masculine back. And that was the moment that it clicked for me. I started to do the pull up every single day because I wanted to seduce her. I wanted to make her my girlfriend, basically. But after a month, I completely fell in love with that exercise. It wasn't even about my colleague at that point, it was just that I saw such a massive back transformation that I just wanted to continue to do that exercise. I also used to do a lot of push up, and I was not a fan of the look it gave me. It focused on the lower part of my chest, and I just hated the way it looked because it focused on a saggy look. And so I started to do the decline push up where I put my feet on a bench, on a chair, and I did the push up, and I just saw a massive difference. I had the masculine upper pec, and I'm glad I focused on that exercise because it changed the way my body looked. So that's the second exercise that you need to do is the decline push up. When I was younger, I struggled a lot to grow my shoulder. They just wouldn't grow, they were small. I would try a bunch of weird exercise and nothing would work. And so one day I went on a trip with one of my jack friend, one of my muscular friend, and I just asked him, how do you build such a massive shoulder? And he told me that he would train them every single day of the week. He would do the lateral raise every single day. And so I tried it, and it definitely worked. So if you want to build massive shoulder, do the lateral raise, not once a week, but every single day of the week. That is the third exercise that you must do in order to have the V shape. I used to look too weak, and the reason why was because I had a skinny neck. I was the easy target. I used to be bullied when I was in high school, and that was the reason. I had a skinny neck. I just looked like a little boy. I didn't look like a man, and I was sick of that. So I started to train my neck by doing the neck curls, and I just saw a massive difference. I just looked way more masculine, way better, and I just felt way more confident. There's two ways that I do the neck curls right now. I either do it on my back where I put the weight on the front of my head and it targets the front part of my neck, or I do it on my chest where I put the weight on the back of my head and it targets the back part of my neck. These are the two ways that I do the neck curls, and I highly, highly suggest you do these two exercises if you want to build a masculine, massive neck. I used to search on YouTube how to have a six-pack quick, six-pack guaranteed abs workout. And after the workout, I would look at my abs and I still didn't have a six-pack. And it made me angry because in the video, it would always promise that I would get the six-pack. And so I changed my approach. I started to do a little bit every single day. I started to work my abs 10, 15 minutes every single day. And that is how I had the six-pack. You see, I started to do 50 leg raise, 10 hang leg raise every single day, 2 sets or 2 series every single day, and I just saw a massive difference. I had a six-pack in 2 months when I started to do that. So that is the last exercise that I highly suggest you do is these two exercises. And I promise in 2 months, if you're consistent, you will have a six pack. But you see, there was a problem. I was not consistent at all. I would work out for a week, then I would stop for a month. And the reason why was because I didn't know any techniques. I didn't know anything about staying consistent. Then I read that book and it changed my life forever. It was because I discovered stacking habit. Stacking habit is the action of stacking the desired habit on top of something that you do every single day. And so I started to do this. I would wake up at 6. From 6:30 to 12, I would do my deep work. From 12 to 12:30, I would eat. And then from 12:30 to 1:30, I would work out. So you see that I stacked working out on top of something that I do every single day, which is eating. And this allowed me to stay consistent because I was continuing my routine instead of creating a random time to work out. So this is the first thing that you need to do in order to stay consistent is to stack habit. I want you to think about your routine right now. How could you stack working out on top of that routine? Think about it and then tomorrow do this. I was also bad with identity. You see, my identity was of this guy who was skinny, unconfident, not consistent on anything. And it enabled me to get in the best shape of my life. It was keeping me from achieving my true potential. Because whenever I would work out, I would just tell myself that it wasn't me. Why are you even working out? It is not part of your identity. And I was sick of that. I wanted to get in shape. So I changed my identity and it changed my life forever. Because when my identity was not aligned with my goal, I was swimming upstream. I was trying to work out, but my identity was pushing against my action. And then I changed my identity by forcefully putting positive thoughts in my head, and my identity was pushing my action. So this is what you need to do. You need to change your identity. The way that I did it is that I would tell myself 100 times a day, you are a healthy athlete that is very consistent. I would tell myself that 100 times a day. Even if it was delusional, it was better to tell myself that than to have negative thoughts in my mind. And so it made me stay consistent. So that is the second thing that you need to do in order to stay consistent on your workout is to change your identity. Another thing that helped me a lot was to change my motivation. Because if I'm being honest with you, I love motivation. I love discipline, but I also love motivation. I love to be driven to work out. What I did is I made a list of every single thing that would help me to stay motivated. Every single thing that would happen to my life once I would get in the best shape of my life. The kind of girls that I would attract to myself. The way I would carry myself. The way men would treat me. I would make a list of all of that, and whenever I wouldn't feel motivated to work out, I would just come back to that list. This is your action step right now. I want you to put pause on this video, take a piece of paper, take a pen, and write every single thing that will happen to your life once you get in the best shape of your life. Write every single thing down, and I promise you will have the motivation that you need. You will have the motivation that you like. Something that I did is that I would visualize deep moment in my life. I will give you an example. Each year, I go back to the father side of my family. I go back to see them for Christmas. And I would visualize myself getting in the best shape of my life and entering the door. My shirt tight on my arm. I would visualize the compliment they would get me, how they would treat me. Because they saw my body transformation, they knew that I put the work in. And that motivated me to work out. Now let's talk about diet. I used to think that eating healthy and tasty was impossible, but you see, I was completely wrong. It is truly possible to eat healthy and tasty food. You just need to know how to cook. This is just a recipe that I do every single day, and that is just so healthy. It tastes amazing. Now let's talk about the time that I had the best ever workout. There was this one day where the only thing that I ate was red meat, avocados with a bit of olive oil. I ate that, and later that day I started to work out, and it was the best workout I ever had. And the reason why was because of what I ate. Because you see, I ate high fat but good fat, and it made my testosterone go up, and therefore my muscle building as well. So that's the first thing that you want to do is to eat high fat but good fat, because the good fat will make the hormone of testosterone grow. It will make it go faster, and that is why you must eat high fat but good fat. Because if you eat bad fat like McDonald's, fast food, or any of that, you will gain weight but in fat. And that is not the goal. We want to gain muscle, not fast. And the way to do that is by eating good fat like avocados, olive oil, red meat, and nuts. The second thing that I did was that I didn't eat enough protein. I would eat 3 eggs in a day, and I thought that I had enough for the day. I would work out, and I would just feel sore for 3 days, for a week. And the reason why was because my muscles were not repaired after my workout. I would crack the muscle, I would break the muscle during the workout, but after that, I had no way to repair them because I was not eating enough protein. And so I started to eat 10 eggs a day. I started to eat chicken every single day. And I just saw myself packing on muscle, packing on muscle. And the reason why was because my muscle were getting repaired. This is why you must get enough protein, because if you don't, you will just feel sore for way too long and your muscle will not repair themselves. I want to share with you a quick pancake recipe that I do every single day. About 2 years ago, I was scrolling on Instagram, I was scrolling on the reel, and I found that recipe and truly changed my life forever. It changed the way I eat because now I eat this every single day. The recipe is 1 banana, 3 eggs, and a half cup of oats. I put that in the blender, I blend. Then what I do is I put a little bit of butter in a frying pan. I put the mixture in the frying pan, and it tastes amazing. First of all, it is high protein and it is perfect for us busy entrepreneurs. This is the recipe that I suggest you do, and just try it. You will see that it tastes amazing. This is my before after picture, and I just want to show you this because this is the proof that what I'm telling you works. Once again, if you're a business entrepreneur, I can definitely help you. You get in the best shape of your life fast from home without sacrificing any time in the gym. Forget the gym. And I'm just telling you, when you get in the best shape of your life gets 10 times better. Now I can attract any woman that I want. I get respect from men. I get respect from myself. The way I carry myself is different. All of that because I got in shape. Getting in shape is truly the lowest hanging fruit right now. So go click the link in the description right now if you want more of my personal help, and I will talk to you in there. Have a good day.